Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's dive in. 劳力士 is Rolex translation. And of course, we don't have k sound. So the best is 是 and 劳力. Roll, again, we don't really pair roll sound. So we translate into 劳, and both the consonant and the vowel sound combination changed over here. I guess that's proxy, like close enough. And only the le sound is kind of a li, kind of a transformed as well in Chinese. So none of them are faithful to the original translation, but that cross-cultural cross-pronunciation habit thing got to happen, and this is the closest. And when you look at the translation of each character, 劳力士, labor, strength, scholar, pretty good meaning, right? Even if it doesn't really make much sense combined. So 劳 means labor. Labor in Chinese, well, Chinese at least in propaganda, communist country propaganda where I grew up in, we always talk about the Chinese are hardworking people. Even Elon Musk concurred on that point. So labor intensive kind of was brainwashed to us, like that's the default setting for you. You as a Chinese, you must be good labor. That's the first, attribute of who you are as a labor. So labor came from, you see this character and this character share the same thing. It's the ancient plow or rake. It's the most important agricultural tool back then. So it represents, because it requires a lot of muscle power to pull this thing, across the land. And so this represents muscle power, represents strength. And the strength in this arch means within the space, somewhat like a fortress. And you have to burn some fire. This is fire symbol, cone with two sparkles on the side. You have to burn some fire in the night. That means you're working night shift. So when it's night shift, really work hard. Regular working hours not enough. You have to put in extra time. So that's what defines 劳, labor. It's really hard life. And 劳力士, this number 10, this cross is number 10. It came from ancient roping record keeping technology. Like when we don't have computer to put out to bookkeep, we put a knot on the rope, which is kind of a permanent record, right? Even if you unknot it, you're going to see the curves on the rope. So people between neighbors borrow land, they want to keep record by tying the knot. And when it comes to 10, because then our 10 fingers don't suffice to count anymore, we tie a knot, and then we can count with fingers again. All right, so that's rope. Tying means 10, and then this horizontal line simply is an indicator, is abstract, because a knot on the rope, vertical line is the rope, is going to be invisible in visual language. So we exaggerate that, we kind of intersect. That means, okay, there is a knot right there. Okay, and then this bottom means one, or the ground. So somebody said, this represents scholar, because to become a scholar in China, at least from maybe 1,000 years ago, you have to pass national exams. No excuse, okay, whatever America is currently going of just giving up standardized test as a recruiting instrument. Okay, Chinese ancient times, 1,000 years ago, already figured that part out. Everybody put on test, national exam, same exam. And then you pick from people. So that screening process was built in. And after you succeed to pass the exam, become a scholar, and then you're regarded as somebody who know well enough to complete something from one or the ground level to 10, like then you can be trusted with some government work, because once you get past the national exam, the purpose of that is for the ruling class to pick you in, become part of their apparatus. So that's labor, strength, scholar. Again, doesn't make sense. All good meanings in Chinese, but it's simply a phonetic translation. Rolex, 劳力士. There you go. Thank you for your time. See you another day.